What's up, y'all? It's your boy Aaron. We back. We doing that WWE Smackdown, January 3rd, 2025 Smackdown recap, review, feelings, all that good stuff, y'all. It's coming live from Phoenix, Arizona, my old stomping grounds before Texas, before, Atlanta, Georgia, the 404. It's the first 3-hour Smackdown we get into the year, and man, was there a surprise, y'all. A surprise. Hold on. Shit, we might need this. Cheers, y'all. Cheers to the new year of WWE, y'all. Cheers. But, man, we get a 3-hour show, and man, was there a surprise. And we're just gonna start with that surprise. For the first time in 6 years, we get a Money in the Bank cash-in from yours truly, Tiffany Stratton. Man, did I was close on the guess of the cash-in. I said it was going to be Raw on Netflix. I was wrong. It was not a Raw on Netflix. It was the Friday Night Smackdown before Raw on Netflix. But it was crazy. So Nia, they're going at it for the championship belt. Here comes Tiffany Stratton running down the ramp with the referee. And this time I'm like, oh man, she usually doesn't come running with this much enthusiasm with the referee. This is kind of the closest to a cash-in. She gets all the way to the ring announcer's table, the bell keeper's table, and she's like, I want to cash in. And then she chucks the ref over the barricade. Michael Cole's freaking out. Corey Graves is freaking out. We don't know what's going on. Boom. She goes over there. She bashes Naomi with the briefcase. Nia with the Annihilator. 1, 2, 3. Game over. It was all a ruse. Corey Graves selling it. It was all a ruse. It was all a ruse. They was playing the whole time. And it did look playing the whole time. And it was playing the whole time. Then they get in the ring, Candice, all them. They're celebrating. Bianca gets in there to check on her tag partner. Bianca's over there. And Tiffy's like, hey, Nia, why don't you go fuck up Bianca real quick? Nia's like, you know what? That's a good idea. So she goes over there, hits her, gets on the rope, about to hit her with another Annihilator. And then we finally get the moment we've all been waiting for. Tiffy takes the huge swing. Boom! Money in the briefcase. Briefcase hits her in the back. Candice comes over. She's like, what are you doing? Kick to the gut. Throw her into the ring post. Tiffy kind of gets out of the ring because who's coming to now? Bianca. Bianca picks her up. Huge KOD. Boom. She's laying there. Tiffy rips her out of the ring, throws over Michael Cole's desk, throws her at Corey Graves, hands the briefcase to the referee, says, I want to cash in. I still didn't believe it was going to happen. I was like, no way is this happening on Friday Night Smackdown. But it does. The cash in happens. First time in 6 years. Bell rings. Prettiest moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany Stratton is your new women's champion. Love to see it. I was close when she won it. They announced Raw on Netflix. I thought she was going to cash in on Raw on Netflix, but she cashed in 2 days before. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see where this goes. Obviously, her first feud is going to be defending that title against Nia Jax, obviously. Maybe we get that at Saturday Night Main Event. Maybe we get that at Royal Rumble. But this does mean now that Nia Jax should be in the Women's Royal Rumble. We all know what that means. She's going to be throwing some bodies over them top ropes. But again, congratulations, Tiffany Stratton. I'm excited. Huge fan. Future looks bright for her. Been the champ. She's been in she debuted at Royal Rumble last year. So she's been on the main roster less than a year, and she's already a champion. Congrats, man. She barely been a wrestler, too. One of the fast trackers from college. Congrats. But that is not how we started the show or ended the show. That was sandwiched somewhere towards the last hour of the 3-hour Smackdown. It starts off with a Cody Rhodes coming out full suit. We all know my theory on his suit, which is kind of losing its validity to it because he seems to be brawling in some suits now. So he does come out in the suit, though, but he doesn't say, what do y'all want to talk about, Phoenix? We all know what you want to talk about. You want to talk about me and Kevin Owens. And, he also had to mention Netflix like they do every other commercial. And every time a wrestler gets the mic, they have to mention Netflix, it seems like. I can't wait for Netflix for it to air. Maybe get to week 2, maybe 3, 4, get past Atlanta, and then we can just stop with the Raw on Netflix and we'll just all know, like we already do know, that Raw is on Netflix. But Drew's music hits as Cody is talking about KO. Huge pop at first, but then they go into the little booing. But I will say he did get a huge pop to start Drew. And as Drew is coming to the ring, smart on Cody, but he does take the jacket off. He senses a brawl might be looming. Drew McIntyre gets in the ring, very, very tense, and we get a hug. We get a hug from Drew McIntyre. And everyone's thinking, man, he's about to suplex the shit out of this man. Belly to Bailey, maybe. Who knows what he's about to do? But he does nothing. He just, hugs him. And Cody's face is baffled. It is bewildered. It is confused. Cody is like, I don't get this right now. But Drew goes on and says he wants to thank Cody. He's the quarterback of the biggest era in wrestling, bigger than the 80s, bigger than Hulkamania, bigger than the 90s, bigger than the Attitude, bigger than the Wars. All the numbers say this is what's doing better, and he's the quarterback. And Cody is like, I don't believe you, bro. He's like, you're still fucking with me. He's like, I don't think something's up. You're up to something. I don't believe you. And Drew again, he says, I tell nothing but the truth. I'm only here to help you. They kind of do a little switcheroo in the ring position as they are talking. And, Drew's leaving the ring, and he's like, Cody, I just want to tell you one more thing. I would never lie to you, and you need to watch your back. And that's when we get KO attacking Cody Rhodes. And at this point, Cody Rhodes is still not cleared. He's not medically cleared. Nick Aldis will not clear him. So KO gets a good stomp in. We get some security out there pretty quick. We get the Cody Rhodes gets separated, jumps on KO, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too intense. Cody sells the neck, holds the neck a bunch. Good shit. Later on, we get a little backstage segment between Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes is pretty tiffy. He's pretty tiffed off. Not tiffy, but he's pretty ticked off at Nick Aldis. Yeah, I got tiffy on my mind. But pretty ticked off at Nick Aldis for, not medically curing him. He's like, that's your prerogative. But you know what? I'm the champ, and I should be able to call my shot. Talking about Drew, talking about Cody, talking about all these people. He's getting attacked left and right. He's still got Roman to worry about. When Roman's done with this bloodline, he said he's coming back for the belt. Is The Rock coming back? Cody could get attacked from all angles. I love to see it. Like we talk about all the time on 404 HEELZ, Word on the Street, Ask the HEELZ, fan questions, all that good stuff, all of our reviews, is that the WWE right now, every different main person has 3 or 4 different story arcs they could go on. And that's what's awesome about WWE. They're like, are they going to build on this story this week? Or are they going to build on this story? Like Cody and Drew is now a thing. Cody and Roman's been a thing. And now Cody KO is a thing. And then we all know that Cody and Randy Orton could be and possibly will be a thing very soon this year. And not to mention, John Cena makes his return on Monday, people. Keep it in mind. But then we get to the first match of the night. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. We got some fireworks going on. Cool. Shout out Shinsuke, U.S. champ. He gets a match with Andrade. If you remember last time they linked up, Shinsuke, before he was a U.S. champ, had to cheat to beat Andrade here. I did think it was the blue canvas. The blue canvas, y'all. WWE Smackdown's got blue canvas. Makes me think, do you think WWE Raw is going to have a red canvas? I thought at first they were just doing the promo with Cody. I thought they were just kind of putting some carpet out there for the promo like sometimes they do. But then we get to the first fight, Shinsuke Andrade, and that blue canvas is still there. So we're rocking with blue. I don't know if it was a one-time thing, see what the crowd likes, or if it's going to be, going on from this year on. We're going to see on Raw and Netflix if we get a red canvas. But, hey, right now, SmackDown, blue canvas. How we feeling about the blue canvas? We liked it. I'm a fan of it. We get a good match. Shinsuke Andrade. Shinsuke gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Of course, we're going to have LA Knight come out. LA Knight gets the upper hand, gets a couple hits on good old Shinsuke. tries to hit him with the U.S. belt, misses. LA Knight gets the upper hand. We get a rematch scheduled for next Friday, y'all. So I don't think we're going to get another belt change like we did with Tiffy time, but LA Knight, rematch, Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't see Shinsuke holding this U.S. championship for too much longer. Does that mean LA Knight wins it? Maybe, maybe not, probably not. He just don't need a belt right now, and maybe he needs a switch up. Maybe an Intercontinental with Braun Breaker type rivalry to reignite this LA Knight, because Shinsuke ain't doing it for me. Shinsuke, LA Knight, it's all right, but it's not what we want to see, y'all. It's not what we want to see. Next match, we get the setup for what looks like to be the rematch for the U.S. Women's Championship, Chelsea Green versus Michin. But we get a match between Michin and Chelsea Green's little lackey, Piper Niven. Pretty funny. Chelsea comes out in all the red, white, and blue, star-spangled American shirt, USA, Statue of Liberty. She's really leaning into the U.S. champion being Canadian herself. It's funny. It's good. It's comical. But they are definitely setting up this Michin versus Chelsea Green, which it seems like Chelsea Green's going to win this rivalry clean out, and then we'll see where Chelsea Green goes from here. Hopefully they give her a good rivalry, something with some teeth, something that we can all sink our storyline veins into. But we'll see what happens, y'all. We'll see what happens. But it looks like we're getting Michin, Chelsea Green. Maybe at Saturday Night Main Event, probably not at Royal Rumble, most likely Saturday Night Main Event. Or sometimes they like to have the championship matches on the go-home shows before Royal Rumble. So maybe we'll get it, the SmackDown before the Royal Rumble, go home, Chelsea Green versus Michin, round 2. Then we get the main man, the wise man, Paul Heyman, coming out to set the record straight with the whole Solo Roman drama. Paul Heyman talks about how him and Roman trained Solo Sikoa to become the new tribal chief, but for the future, not for right now, for the future. That's what he keeps saying. He was like, we trained him, but not right now. He's not ready right now. We don't acknowledge him yet. That's what he kept saying. He also said that Solo Sikoa did not earn the Ulafala, which we all know, but that he stole it out of Roman Reigns' bag, which is an insane reason for him to take it. Like, he just stole it out of his bag, and then boom, he's like, I'm the tribal chief, dudes. And, Roman's like, it's got to be earned, not taken. And Solo's like, I beg to differ. I just took it, and it's mine. I'm the tribal chief. Acknowledge me. So, different strokes for different folks on how they became the tribal chief. One was earned, one was taken. But, we get Paul Heyman call him an SOB. And then, Solo Sikoa is going to come out and set the record straight with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman makes a good joke, but never breaks character. How he's about 10 feet away from pissing his pants because last time y'all threw him through a table. So it was good. It was comical, but they didn't make it comical, but it was comical. Well, at least to me. But Solo says he's going to win on Monday, and then everyone's going to have to acknowledge him, which is going to be interesting. I can see storyline. I feel like Solo kind of has to win a little bit to keep this story going. A lot of people don't want this story going, but I feel like Solo's got to win to keep it going. If Roman wins, maybe The Rock comes out. I'm excited to see where this goes. I hope The Rock comes out more than anything on Monday night on Netflix. Let me remind everyone, just in case you didn't know, Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, y'all. But man, if The Rock comes out, that would be insane. And then, the whole tribal chief's still up in the air. I'm just excited. I think Monday Night Raw is going to be a good launching point, and we're going to get a lot more idea of where the storylines are going to build for WrestleMania. Hands down, it's got to be. I mean, even Michael Cole said at the press conference, Raw on Netflix for this year. He didn't say every year, but for this year, Raw on Netflix, as we like to call it, day one, is going to be the kickoff to road to WrestleMania and not necessarily Royal Rumble this year. We're going to have a good idea what's going on, and we're going to see what's happened. I'm excited. Might hit you with a little, recap reaction, might hit you with a little prediction show for Raw on Netflix. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned for HEELZ, y'all. We do it all. We also get a rematch for the tag team champions. This time DIY is the champion. versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Pretty Deadly gets involved. Legado del Phasma gets involved. That tag team. We get a disqualification because of these two tag teams getting involved within the match. A lot of drama going on here. Street Profits ain't getting their just due. They're getting jumped left and right backstage. People are blaming other people. Apollo Crews is mixed in with this. There's just a lot of moving parts with this right now. You got Los Garza, or whatever you want to call them. You got Pretty Deadly. You got Motor City Machine Guns. You got DIY. You got Street Profits. And then you got Apollo Crews just mixed in there somehow. It's a very, very confusing how it's all going to come together. It seems like they're kind of trying to get Pretty Deadly involved a lot more. You literally have the Street Profits just sitting there begging to get the belts. And we just keep tooling around with whatever's going around with this DIY Motor City Machine Guns. I get the backstory. They used to be, the teachers of Johnny Gargano, taught him the way, showed him the ropes, and now it's betrayal. I get it. But let's get some more Street Profits involved. Everyone wants to see the Street Profits. Give them the belts, y'all. Or at least bring back A-Town Down Under. They were a lot more entertaining than DIY in the Motor City Machine. In fact, that's what I'm saying. I want to see more Street Profits and A-Town Down Under. Shout out Grayson Waller. Shout out Austin Theory. Get them back in the mix. Let them get the belts again. At least they're fucking entertaining. Their matches are good and their promos are good. They're not these two people who are crazed over the belts. They're just two cool dudes who are really funny and really entertaining, who put on great matches, and you can slowly start to build a story within Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. But then we get to the, after that would become the Tiffany cash-in that we talked about at the beginning of the show. Again, shout out Tiffany Stratton. Super excited to see where this championship run goes. Don't even know where it's going to go after Nia. Maybe Bianca, just because she helped. She helped. She put Nia away with the KOD that set up. So maybe it's kind of like that should be my title. So we get a little Tiffy versus Bianca, which I would love. Tiffy versus anyone's going to be good. Bianca versus anyone's going to be good. Why not put them together, y'all? That's all I'm saying. But then we get the new bloodline with your boy Solo, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu versus the OG bloodline in Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso. We get Jay, Jimmy, and Sammy coming up from the crowd, strictly to Jay's music, hyping up the crowd. Crowd was lit. It looked fun. Sammy looked like he was fun. Jimmy looked like he was having fun. Everyone looked like they was having a good old time. Jacob Fatu, he's screaming a promo in the back before they come out yelling, "I love you, Solo." The whole crowd is yelling, "I love you, Solo" with him. He doesn't even have to finish the thing anymore. He says it in the ring. It's over. "I love you, Solo" is over with the crowd. It's amazing. So amazing. But this, y'all, this is just a straight up match. You get a little involvement with Drew McIntyre, but, Jay kind of takes him out, but it's enough of a distraction to where Jay gets confused about who's in. Solo's the legal man. He hits the Uso splash on Jacob Fatu, goes for the pin, gets Samoan spiked by little bro Solo, and Solo gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Nothing happens. Drew doesn't attack. I don't know. There could be something happen. You don't know how the WWE does. They could post some shit online 20 minutes after the show went off the air. Drew attacking anyone. Who knows what's going on? But the cable version, nothing happens. The new bloodline standing, acknowledging 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. I'm just real excited for, Netflix on Raw on Netflix, if you will. That was a great SmackDown for what happened. A cash-in when we least expected it, y'all. No one expected that. No one did. If anyone said, "I think Tiffany's going to crash in tonight," that's insane. No one thought that. But it happened. Congrats again, y'all. What a banging show. It's been real, y'all. Let us know. We'll be around. Raw on Netflix. This has been SmackDown. We the 404 HEELZ. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Peace.